And at one point were even dead.
She about to tell y'all, and I'm gonna let her rock on that. Now, this is a good comment here because what state were they in? Texas? Because I believe in Texas, sure as is mine. Yeah. They married. So even for him to keep using this so-called argument that she was stealing from him, even if she put the business in her name, anything acquired during the marriage is up for grabs if y'all were to do your thing in court. It's just, this is despicable. This is really, really, really despicable. We had all power out this evening. Just kept going out from the storm. Power stayed out. Like I could have worked out at home. The gym they had to shut down because the power was out. Hey, my power was out too, but I could still hit the bag or something. But I'm like, I'm about to get in this shit. Because it's another form of me getting it out. And it's not only just getting it out, it's literally saying this shit. Women, we gotta wake up and make moves. We are not safe. How safe you think we're gonna be as a whole and our children when shit hit the fan? Do y'all really think dudes gonna be out here protecting women and children? Bitch, they not doing it now.
So the judge read them a charge and sent them back in. After that 10 hours of deliberation, they found Andreen McDonald guilty of manslaughter, not murder, and the judge sentenced him to the maximum of 20 years in prison. Joining me to talk about this case is someone who covered the trial. She is Erica Hernandez. She is the court reporter for KSAT TV in San Antonio. So, Erica, welcome here to Sidebar. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
When y'all heard this testimony, and let's see if they're going to let him talk some more. They are. He has, let's see, there's a video. I know I have it on this list right here. This is 3 hours and 10 minutes long. I haven't listened to it yet, but this is him really going into detail about what happened. So from what we just showed, we know it's sliced and edited. It's hard from the cut to specifically determine whether or not this guy said he hammered and burned her right away, or he hammered and burnt her, as they were saying after he got out of jail. Because the way it sounded just now, they said, so you went to work, you tried to go to work, and at this point, he chimes in with, hey, I was angry, look at this shit, look at that. Now I had to kill you, bitch. He got turned on her with the hammer and the gas and the lighter. It sounds like to me that he's testifying that this all happened simultaneously and he dumped their body the same night. That's what I just heard. But until we listen to the whole testimony, which of course we're not about to do that because I'm about to wrap it up, I cannot be sure of that, but I wouldn't even doubt it. Because clearly they have told so many lies and admitted so many things in this case. And people act like they don't see it. Now, of course, you got some people who see it and know it and have spoken up, and even in the comment section. Okay. One thing is clear. They can see his lack of care, concern about what he really did. He spoke of her like she wasn't necessarily a human, but I think he remembered that his lawyer was saying you gotta humanize her, you gotta refer to her as your wife or her name or she, which I never heard him say her name or the wife thing, but it's like he almost remembered, oh, say she.
It was extremely confusing. Even for us who cover courts all the time, we're sitting there like, I need a flow chart. Like, if you get to this decision, go to this paragraph. If you get to this decision, go to this paragraph. So I could see how if the jury is sitting back there, not really understanding what this is in front of them, this law, how it would take them so much time to be like, wait, what? Why can't it just be this or this? We have to come to decisions. And I think that tripped them up a little, and that's why they ended up going with that manslaughter charge.
Jury instructions can be so confusing, and they're very important. So I would consider this
piece that they just spoke of just now is important as well, because what you're hearing, if you have never served on a jury, is that there's other components that you have to figure into everything. While all of us are clearly saying this is insane, this dude got manslaughter, they were having a hard time on the decisions. These two ladies just saved the day with a little food for thought. They're not able to just sit back there and say, okay, well, whoa, did y'all hear that? All right, so we got to talk about this. We got to come, and they vote. And it's not based on their feelings and opinions solely. They have to go according to law. The law has to back it up. The same thing I'm, trying to explain in the case of Genesis, my niece. Y'all can scream and holler till the cows come home and say what you feel and what you want and what you don't like and all this other stuff. But what does the law allow? What does the law say about this here? Okay? Because even if they wanted to accommodate you on anything you want to happen, do they have a law that supports that? Does the law say they have to? And even so, or is it gonna be anything past misdemeanor? That's like getting a ticket. So I'm sorry, what you want again? So the people in the jury listening to all of this, let's just say they truly wanted to make the right decisions in this case. All right, and they ain't with no hanky-panky shit, fuck this black woman shit. Okay, like clearly others are. Let's just say that, because I think this whole case was nothing but that. But let's just say that they still are confined by, like she said, here's this piece of what was brought to us in trial, and these are the laws concerning that. Again, I have to watch this trial because it's really disturbing to me how this dude is sitting up here telling his side of the story like it's law. Like, this shit is Bible. As the Kardashians say, Bible. We got my version of the story. Fuck what she trying to say. She dead anyway. And this is what happened. Homegirl was coming for me, and man, I had to defend myself. I ain't even try to get up out of there. Well, I went to the gas station because, I had to get some gas. I had to get some gas so he can set her on fire.
I think that
pay close attention to this. Energy flows.
And they're very important. So I would consider this, I would think that the attorneys for Andreen McDonald would consider this a win for them. The fact that he was not found guilty on a murder charge, but on manslaughter. Have you spoken to them?
Yeah, I did speak to Mr. Convery after the trial, and they were okay with the verdict. They were, I don't know.
This is a dumb comment. I think this was considered to be a crime of passion in a way. She had plotted against him for a while, going to leave him high and dry. Yes, this is a horrific murder, but considering he just lost it after all the pushing and spitting, I'd say enough was enough. I think the jury is fair. I'm just controlling my tone, okay? first. And secondly, how was she gonna leave him high and dry? They married, idiot. Just because she started trying to set stuff up in her name, that don't mean she leaving him high and dry. Are you saying she had all the income in the family? So, still. Because if she was divorcing him and he was the breadwinner, he could try and not give her the money. Then they got to go to court and what? Battle that shit out. According to the laws in the situation, right? Why is he any different? How can she leave him high and dry when his name is on most of the business ventures that they have, and whatever else is acquired during the marriage is theirs? And if they don't have no contracts on it just right, the judge is going to figure it out and say who get what. High and dry? Never that. And he had his career. You short. You on the short bus.
Okay with the max of the 20 years that he got, but I think it is a win for them. Either way, I mean, he could be possibly eligible for parole in 7.5 years, which is
theirs. He hears her footsteps.
Daughter had
hard to hear.
I've covered a lot of trials, and this was the first time I was kind of glad. I was like, I hope there's not a camera on me in the gallery, because I was making like shocked faces with some of the comments he was so calmly saying. It was surreal. Like how I went back and I just was so angry at her. I went back and I whacked her body with the hammer one more time. So I was so angry. I was just like, what am I hearing? Is this really happening? Is this guy really on the stand talking about this so calmly with no remorse at all?
I wonder if I could get off with a situation like that. Let's pretend I had his immaculate record. My chances are slim to none. First of all, ain't nobody about to respect you because you female bossing it in the military. You already got issues there. They already looking at you like, yeah, out of here. There's no way that this shit would fly if it was a woman. There's no way that this dude can sit up here and literally just explain how he did her in. I don't know why dude ain't sit there and ask him, where was your daughter the entire time? That I took her back upstairs. No, where was she at when you took that body out there? See, they didn't do that. Comment, women are not the property of a man. Clearly this person thought he had ultimate power over his wife. The weakness in the mind of a man is that they think they are superior. Once this man gets to jail, I am sure that there's a man there that is going to apply superiority. Oh, he gonna be protected and treasured because he showed that woman what for. Right?
Until later, but he never really referred to her as his wife or even said her name, Andreen. It was just her or the body. It's like she had no identity to him.
Yeah, there was a dissociation of sorts. I mean, this is obviously someone he loved at some point.
This is stupid. Women, stop doing this. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. I don't even know if she believes it. I don't know who this woman is. But this is the dumbest thing to say in this situation. We know for a fact he didn't love that woman. You must be out your rabbit right now. Okay, we're going to straighten out them bags under your eyes so you can see clearly. There's no way in the bloody pit of Hades this dude loved this woman ever. That's the dumb shit. We can tell ourselves anything we want to believe to be true because the truth is a pill we don't want to swallow. It's not glitter. It's not rainbows. It's not cute. It doesn't feel good. We don't want that. Okay? But he loved her in some point. Love. Where's she at? Let me go find her.
Show that they got feelings for somebody. These are a confused group of people that we're going to say that they have the power and the intelligence to create a definition of love. No, sir. You limit love down to an emotion and then tell women that they emotional when you the ones who came up with the definition based on emotion, because y'all are emotional creatures based on science. Not my opinion, based on science.
What is it if it's not emotions that make you kill the woman that you have been with and cause this trauma to the children, if not also killing them? That's not emotion? And y'all want to say women are crazy and emotional? Listen, sis got my attention. Okay?
Well, I don't know who created that, but like with a lot of things, some of that shit should be readjusted. Because
Readjust facts.
yeah, should be readjusted. I don't know who made up that definition. I don't know who made up that definition. It was some white man.
Right? I knew you was going there. I knew, right? Because that's all y'all know how to do. That's all y'all know how to do. No, because, and they also.
I saw the thing she did with Charleston White. I watched it a couple of nights ago. I need to do a review on that. I'm just gonna say that. I need to do a review on that. But I mean, it's kind of, I really can't get into nobody. That's just not my style. I tried, if there's something I feel like you can do for me, give me, I'll try to listen to you. But even in doing that, I'm the type of person, I gotta move around. I might come back to you later on or the next year or something like that and see what you got going on, see if I'm still feeling what you're saying and presenting. But as far as like getting hype, like stuck on somebody or like really feeling that person or making it personal or just whatever, I can't. These are all characters, in my opinion. Okay. And it's more than clear to me when there is a goal to be just basically the same thing as everybody else that you're trying to bash or whatever. I'm saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. And, that just don't interest me. But there are some things about what this woman is saying that I feel like deserves a true listen and consideration. But there are some that are just like, okay. Now, somebody said under one of her videos, because she stated in that video, she was, what y'all calling it now? Essay? Okay, she was essayed by like several times. I don't know if it's specifically by several different guys or whatever, but I know she said it was multiple times. And that's tough to hear. Somebody in the comment section said, well, no wonder she feel that way about guys, and no wonder she doing all this, and we see what it is, and that's all she with women, and blah, blah, blah. Listen. It's easy to look at it that way. It is. Even I could sit back and say that too, if I would allow my mind to go there. But as a woman who has had experiences in this world, as a woman, as a young lady, as a little girl, I know that there's no way you can dismiss all of that being, yes, a factor, but a valid factor. It even makes more sense. How could you look at men in any good light. After experiencing some of the things that a lot of us women have had to endure at the hands of a male. Not a woman, a male. Now, a lot of us have been through some shit with females. Boy. And I can weigh them suckers out, and they might, my Libra scales might be balanced on that. They might tip a little bit on the male side, but I don't know. Now, because I might have them scales even, but that's not the case with everybody. For most women, their true trauma, torture, scars, violations, that came from the male. Most of the time, most women came from the male. How is that not valid? You want us to think as a dude, because you sick, you want us to think that a woman shouldn't look at a guy a certain way, knowing that he is capable of a lot of crap that he is. And we know firsthand because we experienced this type of stuff at the hands of a dude. And you think we supposed to look at y'all male species as what? Something noble? Safe? Decent? Pure? Right in the head? Because if we were actually in your head, we'd be very concerned and disgusted and freaked out. And we definitely will be getting our asses together. And we realize that women against women bullshit likely was orchestrated by who? The trash that we give too much credit to. Yeah. And see, my thing is, I want to see how many dudes are going to be emotional about this, because guess what? If this don't apply, if what I'm saying don't apply to you and you know that's not who you are, why would you get mad? Because I'm not lying about none of it. I'm not lying that this doesn't exist in a large number of men on this planet. So you can't get mad about that. But if you trying to get in your panties in a bunch and you want to have words, you want to feel away, then clearly it's projection, because you just, why are you talking about me like that? You feel like that, right? Gotta be it. Y'all act like chicks really with this bullshit. Can't nobody say nothing you don't like without y'all trying to come and run down on them because they said something you don't. I never seen so many dudes overly concerned and affected by what a woman has to say. Who was that was just saying that? Y'all run y'all lives around women. It's all about. I think it was her. It was somebody I was listening to yesterday. And that's gotta be true. That's gotta be true. It's gotta be true. And you wouldn't care so much. You wouldn't be so affected by something a woman says it is. Not at all. Not at all.
You know what's going on behind
Wow. Okay, so we skipping around this interview or testimony. His full testimony, I want to say. It's a good 3 hours long. So I'm just skipping around, and I'm just going to fast forward real quick to the part where he talks about what happened that night, right? Because, again, we want to look around and see if he is saying clearly that the whole gas, the fire, the chopping up was the same night, right? Or did he make it clear that after he got out of jail, he went back out there? Now, we want to see this. We want to know this. So, I'm listening to this testimony, and I gotta watch it in full, y'all. Dude is saying some stuff, and my problem is, again, we only have his side of the story. It is scary to sit up here and think, and of course, you have your side of the story. If something happened, you did something, you committed a crime, you got your side of the story, and the evidence basically is supposed to speak for the other person. But to sit up here and listen to this dude tell his side of the story, and when you look in the comment section, pretty much everybody is rocking with what he's saying. They believe in him. A lot of people, women too, write long ass paragraphs, and it's like he's telling the whole situation, the whole life story, the marriage, the daughter, everything, and she's not there to say yay or nay to any of it. That's very difficult. Imagine you can kill somebody that you was with, married to, children, and you can sit up here and give your whole version of y'all's business and relationship and timeline. And even though they have family, the family is not their family, so it's a lot the family is not going to know enough to say, well, that's not true, that's not true. And basically, your side is heard. The jury's listening to all of this. The judge is listening to all of this. Who's not hearing it? Who's not listening to it? Or what they're not hearing, what they're not listening to, is her version. They can only have outside bits and pieces from the family and other people. This guy, he said she was having an affair with a drug dealer. A bad gangster that lives next door to his father. Now, knowing what we know on the outside of this courtroom, and also knowing that the jury doesn't get to hear a lot of that, right? Inadmissible. They're not going to allow it. So, I'm pretty sure the jury didn't get any information, or the judge, about his father's situation. Yet, this dude that his wife was supposed to be dating lived next door to the father. For everybody who's just sitting there and saying we believe him, off bat or whatever, do y'all? Okay, you're a wife, you have a daughter. Ugh. Y'all really basically feel like she was a piece of crap and she was double timing him and money and all that. That's kind of bold. The next door to the father, he's guaranteed to find out at some point. She's so supposedly committed to this dude to where she has the dude's birthday tattooed on her arm. And they showed a tattoo of the guy that he accused her of being with. And they showed a tattoo. You could tell it's her hand after being deceased. From the, what's that word? When the blood turns purple, all that stuff. And you can see a lot of that. But you see the tattoo and you can tell that the tattoos are new. Like he said. And it was I didn't see... At the time they showed the guy's tattoo, I was kind of doing something else, so I didn't see it clearly. But it's clear in the courtroom that they agreed that tattoo is the same tattoo that was on that dude's chest or something like that. And he said, the husband, he said he somehow felt like she was messing with the dude. He lives next door to this